Okay, so next up is Candace Owens and her obsession with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, her former friend. And, this has been going on since what, September 10th, which is a while back. I haven't spoken about it because, obviously I'm preoccupied with everything else and its brother. But that said, I've watched a lot of Candace's videos and I've watched a lot of other videos about this. And I am just like, I don't even know what to believe anymore. Is this all one big conspiracy theory or is it just a conspiracy period? I don't even know. But Candace is, this as Fumi, I was watching this woman, Fumi, the other day, said she's like the only dog in this fight. She's like this Rottweiler in this fight. And it's true that Candace seems to be the one of the few people who were friends with Charlie Kirk who believes that he was betrayed and who believes that the narrative that we have been sold by the powers that be is false. And I mean, she hasn't accused his wife, Erica, as a lot of people have, like all over social media. There are all these people saying that Charlie's wife, Erica, somehow isn't mourning his loss enough. And many suspect that she was involved in whatever transpired, what happened to him. Obviously, I don't know what the facts are. I was not there. I am not privy to what actually happened to this young man. But I would say that, perhaps, I've observed that his wife doesn't seem to be, at least publicly anyway, in the depths and throes of grief as perhaps I would have been in similar circumstances. But I don't think that necessarily means that she had anything to do with her husband's, tragic demise. But there are all these different inconsistencies that have come out and have come to light, including the fact that there is no exit wound, that where Charlie Kirk was actually shot, and the entrance of the bullet sort of disproves the theory that Tyler Robinson did it. And so many people are saying that this guy, Tyler Robinson, whom they have in custody, was framed. What do I think? I don't think anything. I'm just, saying what's being said. I'm not a gun woman. I know nothing about guns. I know nothing about entrance and exit wounds. I don't know anything about the science of this and the engineering of this and how this actually works, right? I'm only saying that, they're saying there's no blood, there's no exit wound, and this is, and Candace in particular pointed that out from jump, and so that's apparently a sign that this guy Tyler Robinson, who is in custody for this crime, couldn't possibly have done it. I mean, for me, it's very peculiar how this guy who has never, he's not a student at this university in Utah, how he was so familiar with this roof, how he was so able to quickly get on this roof, not be observed by any security or anybody, pull off this amazing, Navy SEAL level crime where he just targets someone and shoots them from a distance. And, nobody was the wiser. I don't understand how that's possible. That's sad. I have to agree with Candace that there's a lot that doesn't make sense. But in the end, usually the simplest explanation is the truth, right? And this guy, I believe, allegedly, no, he did not confess, but apparently his family members turned him into the police. And, they found a matching gun, apparently and allegedly. So, I mean, look, I don't know, but I'm saying the simplest thing might be true. The original theory could be true. I mean, do I believe it's true? I don't, a lot of it doesn't seem plausible, but quite often the simplest explanation is true. This guy was arrested. He was turned in. He had a gun. He said it was because this guy was anti-trans, etc.